Hi, I'm Garfball. I'll be playing Robin, who is a Warforged wizard, who's also a puppet. I'm so excited.
Hey, I'm Aya, and I'll be playing Tawny, our team's a druid. Tawny uses she, they pronouns. Very excited for our first session.
Yo, I'm Kira. I'm playing Annie the Paladin.
Hello, I'm the Dungeon Master. My name is novajojo, he, they, and I'm the Dungeon Master. Yay.
Whoa, I was gonna go first, but my mic wasn't connected because OBS hates me. Anyway, hi, I'm Pocket. I use any pronouns. I am also a Dash streamer. I'm playing Charity, he, him, who is a tiefling rogue.
We begin this adventure in the Isles of Ikuvand, a small continent in the Eastern Hemisphere. Unfortunately, a tragic plague has consumed one of the most important kingdoms of this land, binding its subjects into an everlasting slumber. This event transpired over 3 days ago, causing Somnus to fall into complete disarray, until eventually, silence. King and Queen Dvalin are currently dormant atop the tallest spire in the kingdom, awaiting an antidote. Fortunately, due to the aid of a network of loyalists on a mission outside the country, and a ragtag union of former subjects, an investigation is being launched into the curators of this infection. Our story focuses on a team of 4 travelers, all of Somnian descent, as they traverse the many kingdoms and counties in search of hope for their people. This is the Somnian Daydream. Wind. A cool breeze trickles into the cabin, a soft caress of summer air against your cheeks. It's refreshing, but unfortunately it is immediately interrupted by the ringing of a bell. As this is happening, would there be anyone already awake? I'd say this is about 7 a.m. in the morning.
Bright and early.
Yep. Early bird gets the worm. We're all awake.
So, for those who are awake, as you get up, is there any routine you do first thing in the morning?
I write in my book. I love writing in my little spell book.
Annie is currently in the washrooms, getting ready for the day.
Very nice, very nice. So, for those who aren't awake, you are now being rudely summoned by the ringing of a bell in your room, which, as you would know, is summoning you towards the deck of this ship. How do you react to being rudely summoned?
Falls out of his bed.
You take 70 points of damage. You die.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Conley feels very rudely awakened, very unnerved, but she stands up and very quickly gets dressed.
You are all on opposite corners of this room. You can all see each other as I assume you're coming back from the washroom now, and it's time to go see the captain. Is there anything anyone would like to say to each other this is the second day of travel? You have met previously, but very briefly. Is there anything you'd like to say to each other?
Hello.
Greetings.
Tawny just nods.
Talkative, huh? Anyway, is everyone ready?
I suppose, yeah.
You would know
Tawny
that
nods again.
this bell is calling you to the deck, so you've managed to get your bearings of the ship so far. You know your way around. You can head on over if you'd like. As you reach the front of the deck, as you can see, there is an enormous glass panel giving you a view out to the clear teal sky. You look down at the clouds beneath you as the Somnian Royal Airship tears through the sky. You can see surrounding this, there's lots of many machines and consoles being operated by Somnian foot soldiers who are scrambling all over the place. You can tell just from the amount of rushing they're having to do, they are severely understaffed to be running this ship. But unfortunately, as the infection has crossed the kingdom, this is all they have.
Charity walks up to the window and puts his hands on it and looks outside and goes, "Wow, window."
Does the exact same thing.
He does the exact same thing.
Tawny actually kind of steps away from the windows a little bit. Seems kind of averse to him.
You see, there is a elf foot soldier who's just kind of like, excuse me. Could you mind getting away from that? I mean, I already feel air sick as it is, and I don't need to worry about you people falling through the main window.
There's glass.
I'm just very anxious. I mean, I was only made a soldier yesterday, so I'd really hate for something bad to happen under my watch.
My apologies. I'll step back.
Thank you. I'm sure Captain Wilhelm is around here somewhere. Just hang tight for a second. As this is said, you can hear some mighty footsteps approaching. Walking down the bow, you see a grizzled Leonin, which is like Lion Man for people in chat who may not know, with quite a mangled and frazzled mane that like shapes his face with a triangle chin, and he's adorned in heavy plate armor, but underneath it there you can see the typical navy blue tunic of a Somnian soldier, and as he steps down he says, "Glad to see you have all rested well. Pophia is on the horizon and we are soon to dock. Unfortunately, we can't get too close as your allegiance needs to be kept a secret. They can't know you are all Somnians."
Not.
Well, you see, we're not exactly on the best terms as a nation, and well, let's just say we wouldn't be welcomed with open arms. And after he said that, would you like to roll an insight check? First
I
roll of the
would.
campaign.
That's a 5, baby.
With a 5, you take that information at face value. There is nothing off about what he says. Charity is convinced that's all there is, and there's nothing else. Well, I do hope your accommodations was well suited. Did you all have chance to sleep well?
Oh yes, it was lovely.
I slept like a corpse.
What?
Oh, well, I think that's good. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to take that as a positive.
Eventually.
Yes.
We really are working with every little bit that's left. Anyways, come on. I shall now deliver you your instructions. And as you say this, you see Wilhelm walks over to like a main console where some soldiers scatter away and they leave space for their captain to take over. As you are all aware, our kingdom is cursed with slumber. We have 2 current leads on the perpetrators of such a vile plot, and one has led us here to the gates of Pophia. Now this is the part you need to listen closely to. Upon reaching the inner city, you will rendezvous with a friend of mine in a store called Guildenstern's Gadgets. I shall write that down for you because it's very complex to remember. Unfortunately, you will have to locate this shop on your own, as a lot of our documents can only be accessed by Keeper Isidore, who unfortunately is kept caught in the plague of sleep. Now, before we ground ourselves, it would be best to know your strengths as a team, as I have gifts to impart on you, but alas, I do not know for whom has what talent, so I have a cloak of protection, which he presents to you. You get the idea that this may help you with your armor and keep you protected. I also have these, and he holds up 2 boots with like a very fancy golden design, very pointy, like quite sharp. These are boots I have imbued with magic to help with stealth. And finally, I have 2 health potions because, well, the kingdom's ransacked, guys. This is all I can impart to you, but please decide amongst yourselves for whom will get what.
Annie finally turns away from the window. He's been at the window this entire time, just listening. I believe I should be the one to hold the health potions.
There's 4 things and there's 4 of us. You can get both health potions. That's rude.
I will hold on to them to make sure they don't get damaged.
Maybe he just really likes drinking health potions.
That's true. Do you like health potions?
Not particularly. I just feel they'll be safest in my grasp.
Do you not trust us?
No.
Oh,
Oh, fair.
oh man.
Charity, I believe it's best if you take the boots.
I'm already stealthy.
Yeah, we could always be more stealthy.
That's true. I could be the stealthiest person here. You
Yeah,
wanna
that'd
even see me?
be pretty bad on me. I'm kind of clumsy.
Okay, I'll take the bits.
Very well, Master Charity, and he hands them over to you. As for the rest, I shall have the cloak to give out in 2 healing potions.
I think that the cloak should go to the little wooden boy. I am strong, and I do not feel that I will need such an object.
Really?
Neither do I.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you.
Very well, I shall hand this over to the boy. He hands over the cloak. So that leaves the 2 health potions. I mean, are you okay with passing these on to Annie, or would you want one each?
Well, Tawny just kind of looks at Annie for a second, and because of the mask, you can't quite read her expression. But she just turns away from him, and you kind of get the impression that she's fine with him having them, at least for the moment.
Well, I shall pass these on to you.
Oh,
They will be
man.
safe.
Tawny doesn't get anything. That's so sad.
Well, hopefully this will inspire trust among you each, so you know who to go to for the potions, and it's good to see you already thinking for each other. You will be very, very much needed on this mission.
Robin's just in the corner doing twirls with his brand new coat.
That looks so cute.
As the conversation is going, and the ship is, it's pretty standard. It's rocking. Still the rush of each worker. It is suddenly interrupted by an alarm, and you see bright red flashing lights cover all over the deck. Wilhelm is visibly shaken as he's, "Oh, damn it! I knew we weren't prepared for this." I'd like you all to roll a athletics check.
Oh,
no.
goodness. 14.
14, very good, very good.
23.
I got a
Holy
9
shit.
plus, I got a 12.
Of course, my first roll is a natural 20. This is a great start.
Oh my god, well done, guys. Well, with an at 20. So the ship takes a somewhat diagonal tilt. And as this is happening, those of you who rolled a above 13, you're able to grab onto something and stay up. However, unfortunately, Tawny, as this happens, you are completely knocked off your feet. You fall all the way to the wall of the deck, and you are slammed against the wall, and you take 2 damage as sudden jolt thrusts you in the air.
Oh no.
Ah, heavens, right. Well, we're getting reports there's something in the cargo hold causing an issue. Perhaps we need to drop more important cargo. I don't know. If it's okay with you, could you all go and investigate that for me? I need to be here where the people need me. I'm trusting you to do this for me.
Yes, absolutely, Captain.
What are we looking for?
Something.
Our scans here have there is something going on in the cargo hold causing motion, which is knocking at the ship in a bad direction. It would be most grateful. I like the wood boy. He just called me captain. This is only just hitting me. Very good. You take orders well.
Thank you. I get. Yay!
I'll make a fine soldier of you yet.
Hooray!
Tawny kind of ambles up from where she was hit. She doesn't seem very shaken, but again, hard to tell due to the mask. And she already kind of starts making her way very, very slowly, but she starts making her way towards the cargo hold.
This one's showing some initiative.
I show initiative too. Charity runs after Tawny.
Well, you know what? It's what inspires them that matters, I guess. And would everyone else like to head towards the cargo hold?
I follow behind.
So as you come into the cargo hold, you actually would one of you like to roll an investigation check?
I will do so. 17.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. So with that, I'd say near the back wall, there is a heap of crates. some bags laid over it. You know, you can see some military uniforms. There's like a few weapons. They're not anything special. There's a few spears, a short sword or two. Would you investigate further? Are you going to? You can hear a noise coming from underneath all this.
Okay, yeah, then I will investigate further then.
So, as you do, the sound becomes more apparent, and you start hearing. And there's clearly movement. There's
The fuck?
a rambunctious amount of movement coming from inside a bag at the back of the room. Is there anything you guys would like to do? As it's getting louder, I'd say the rest of the party can start to hear this.
Oh my.
I feel like Tawny doesn't say anything, but she does approach it a little bit wearily, but she does approach it at least a little more than the rest of the party.
Any
So-
approach
Just a
without
little-
caution.
You can see now it's an essentially like a extremely long like mail bag, like a mailman postman bag, and there's just like these free. We back?
Be back.
Back.
We're live.
I don't know what that was.
Hooray.
So yeah, the bag is now like bumping and weaving, and it's starting to move on its own.
I'm not sure if I need to roll for this, but I feel like Tawny would try to reach out to grab the bag, like by the handle.
Are you trying to do this like delicately, or are you just yanking it?
She's just yanking it.
Okay, just roll a general strength check.
Another natural one.
Holy shit, you're cursed.
Can I come in for the rescue?
On a natural one, you go to grab the bag, and as you do, you do grab it by the handles, but as it's moving, we good to continue?
I think we are good.
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, on a nat one, you grab it by the handles, but as this is happening, you kind of like drop it from the like very violent movement, and as it hits the ground, you notice as a fucking buzzsaw starts to cut through the opening of the bag. You see 3 of these creatures, currently on your screen, jump out of the bag, and they're all.
Yeah, Tawny very quickly steps back. She immediately is very unnerved by these creatures.
Fascinating.
Charity
And you
books.
see. Oh god,
Jimmy
sorry.
books it to the other side of the room.
As Charity runs away, you see the one with the buzzsaw is now like approaching the party and ready for combat. The other 2 unsheath like a small spear they have it packed behind them. You guys are ready for a fight. Would you all like to roll initiative?
Yes.
Top of the turn order, we have Annie. So you see, like, just spaced out between the room. It's not a especially big room, but you've got these 3 little winged freaks hopping about. What would you like to do?
I don't like the look of them. I'm swinging my sword at the closest one.
Hell yeah. Probably say closest to you is the one with the buzzsaw. If you'd like to go ahead and roll to hit.
9.
So, as you're swinging towards the one with the buzzsaw, it gives you an evil glare with its one eye, and has a big grin as it just like hovers back a bit as your sword comes down, narrowly avoiding your attack. Is there anything else you can do in your turn?
I actually have mastery with the great sword with graze.
Okay.
It allows me to deal damage to the creature when I miss, equal to my ability modifier.
Cool. Okay. So how much is that?
I deal 5 then.
Very nice. So, even when missing, just at the end of the blade catches into like. This creature doesn't have a gut, but like the bottom of its mouth, it just slightly nicks it, and it's as it pulls back. Coming after that is Tawny. Tawny, what would you like to do?
So Tawny, she's standing essentially right in front of the creature with the buzzsaw, right?
Yup.
Yeah, so I think Tawny just immediately is gonna try and do an unarmed strike.
Very nice. Very nice.
So I got a 7, so 12.
Very nice. So, you deliver the strike. How much damage does that do?
It's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Very nice. Okay, so you watch as this happens. You punch it square in the eye. It backs off a little. It's dazed. It's communicating to the others. You can't decipher what it's saying, but it's looking pretty weak already. The one with the buzzsaw, revving up, ready for its turn. It will be going after Annie. Does a 14 hit?
My armor class is 16.
Okay,
Hopefully
so it floats up. It starts to flap into the air. It's charging up its buzzsaw. It comes dashing towards you. And would Annie dodge or block?
block.
So the buzzsaw goes crashing into the giant greatsword of Annie, and it's grinding up against it, but it has no effect. It can't break through this insanely overpowered weapon. It just pulls off, looking mad. Next in the turn is Robin.
So, Robin is going to summon his quill between his index and middle finger and then point it at the frankly disgusting creature with the buzzsaw.
Whoa.
And then chant a small incantation and then fire out a firebolt.
Very nice, very nice. Roll to hit.
Right? Oh god. That's gonna be an 8.
So with an 8, the firebolt cast out, it flings towards the buzzsword creature, and luckily, just in the nick of time, it feels the heat approaching it. It turns over its shoulder, and it just drops to the ground, kind of like splatting to the floor. But as it does, the flame luckily dissipates before it hits the back wall. Okay. Then brings on both of the little ones with the spears. They're gonna go for Robin.
Gulp?
Grown ass man.
Does a 12 hit?
Yes, exactly.
I see. Okay. So as the first one grabs its axe, it like launches, wings going streamline as it comes towards Robin. It plunges into him. It deals 7 damage. Then comes the second one. It turns its eyes to Charity, who is running away. Does a 13 hit?
That's a great question. Yes.
Yay! So once again, taking the streamline form, it charges at Charity. Luckily, manages with its speed to get in front of Charity, stabs him with just the tip of the spear, dealing a whopping 2 damage.
Freaking youch!
Creature's now just on the floor in front of you with its spear, looking a little unhappy. You are so unbothered by this attack, but it is now your turn. Your chance to get revenge on this football-themed freak.
Yay! Charity, looks down at it and spits poison directly into his stupid eye.
Holy
Oh,
shit! Okay.
For 12 damage.
Does that need to roll to hit, or does that just instantaneous?
I think it did hit.
So, yeah, it's looking pretty fucking weak. It's like collapsing onto the floor now. As it cowers now onto the ground. Still alive though, which brings us back to the top of the turn order to Annie.
What's the closest to me? Is it still the one that dodged my attack and got grazed?
Yes, still the buzzsaw one.
I want this one dead. I'm going to roll to attack again at it. Does a 12 hit?
That is bang on the armor class. Yes, it does.
12 damage.
How does Annie kill this the buzzsword one?
Sword above the head and just cleaving it downwards. Right in half.
The creature looks up and just down the middle, clean cut. A bit of it smushed to the ground because it's such a wide sword, and it's but dead right there. Its 2 brethren look behind it. Next up would be Tawny.
So who is looking the roughest right now? Like, whose health is the worst?
I believe
I
that
would
would be
say-
Robin.
Yeah, I have 17 max HP and I just took 7 damage, so I'm at 10 health now.
Okay, so Tawny's gonna kind of look over at him and see how he looks kind of, fucked up. And Connie is going to cast a 1st level healing word. She just says heal. That's very blunt. And I rolled a 6, so he gets 6 HP back.
Very nice. Okay.
Hooray!
Way!
That then does make it. Well, it would be the Buzzsaw one's turn, but they're dead now, so it's Robin's turn.
So the last two that remained, how close are they together?
So I'd say one is like directly in front of you, and one is like on top of a staircase that leads out of the cargo hold that Charity was heading towards. It's a small room though, so like I say there's about 15 feet between them.
Oh, that's perfect. Robin is going to like firmly grasp both of his hands on a spellbook, and then chant one more incantation and cast Burning Hands. But using my scholarly feature from my subclass, I'm going to replace the fire damage for force damage from Magic Missile.
Very nice. So Burning Hands is in a cone shape, right?
Yep, 15-foot cone.
Okay,
From Originate for me.
I am going to tell you the little one is right next to Charity.
Oh no.
You can. I mean, if you want to throw Charity under the bus, that's fine.
No, I don't think I wanted that actually.
Thank you!
Can I just focus it then, like turn to just hit the one in front of me?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do that then. So dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
They
God.
do just about make it with a 15.
Ah, dang. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be 2 force damage.
Every single bit will help. How does this force damage look?
It's so like it's originating from the open spellbook, and it kind of just looks like the air is like rippling and like pushing this thing into the ground.
Nice. Okay. So it is forced into the ground. It does take like knock over, but it doesn't seem very deterred. It's still raring to go, and now powered by the death of its leader, which will bring it to its turn. Actually, it's gonna fly out the way and it's gonna head towards Annie.
Oh God.
That is a nat 1, however, so don't worry about that. Still, like, dealing with the damage and the force magic on it, it's like trying to fly over to you, but as it is, it like topples over and just falls on the ground next to your feet. Does bring it to the next one though. Charity does a 10 hit. Is your armor class higher than 10?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Okay.
Yes, it's
So
11.
yeah, perfect. Nothing happened. Once again, it tries to lunge again, but it's still like in the pain of having acid spit on it, which it was not expecting for today. But does put it to your turn.
Charity goes to the closest enemy and just straight up stabs the thing. Does a 7 hit?
No, unfortunately.
God damn it, Charity misses.
It is just about able to scamper away as it's like holding its burn wounds. Putting it back to the top, we have again Annie.
So the one that got hit with the force damage is currently. You said that it fell to the ground by my feet. Would that mean it's prone?
You know what? Yeah, for the fun of it, for the flavor of it, yes, I'd say it's prone.
Meaning I have advantage, correct?
Indeed, it does.
15 hits, correct?
Yup.
I deal 13 damage to it with my great sword.
Once again, the powerhouse of the party. How do you want to kill this one?
It's on the ground, just a simple like stab down with the sword.
Dies. Gross, like purple blood is just spilling all over the cargo hold right now. Bringing it to Tawny.
So again, just I think she's just gonna go for another unarmed strike with the remaining creature. Okay, well I rolled a 6, so I got an 11.
Just under, unfortunately. There is just one little Modron on the floor. It's just dodged Charity's attack, and now it's just about managed to escape Tawny's fist, which does bring it to Robin. You see both Tawny and Charity have this little thing, pathetic, weak, almost dead thing, cowering on the floor between them. What would Robin do?
Robin's going to point his quill at it, like trace it with his eyes, trying to like get a good read on it before firing out another firebolt. Please don't miss. 15.
It hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's gonna be 1 fire damage.
The bolt connects There is flame lit over this thing's body, and as it pats itself down, and it's still managing to cling on to dear life. No one knows how, but it does bring it to its turn. It misses, however, as that is a 3 in total. So it pathetically tries to stab Tawny, but it can't even reach to anywhere that would be worth hitting. So just lunges up a little, falls down on itself, which makes it Charity's turn.
Does an 8 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
Oh my god, bro's useless!
This thing is like scuttling all over the floor. It's just managing to stay like away from being hit while also doing nothing itself.
Charity's
like-
about to hit it, but then he kind of trips on his tail and fucks it up.
No, Charity. As that happens, it scampers under Charity's legs and like makes its way back to the center of the room, perfectly in time for it to be Annie's turn.
We're doing this a third time, right? I'm
Yup.
close enough to attack.
100%.
11 doesn't hit though, right?
No, it does not.
Well, still graze. That's 5 damage.
How would you like to finish off this poor tattered creature's life?
I guess the cut is just too deep.
It takes one last graceful look at the world and fades away.
Sweet prince.
As you guys, you're all now like, everyone except Annie is pretty much now crowded into one corner of the room, and as they turn back, Annie just has all of the dead bodies at his feet, and just covered in purple blood.
Well, that was wonderful.
We all did a really good job.
Tawny nods.
I need to clean these boots.
I suppose we return to the captain then? Maybe
Yeah.
bring the corpses?
What do you think
Fun,
he wants
yeah.
them?
No, but just so we can figure out what these things are.
That makes sense.
Fix them all up
Yeah.
and there's them on his back.
So Tawny has already begun to kind of make her way towards the door. She hasn't left, but she's making her way over there.
Charity skips after 20, like, gaily.
I take it you're all leaving the cargo hold.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. So, you come back to the deck, and as you get there, there is more of these creatures flying about in the air. There's about 2 left, and you notice a fair few dead Somnian guards on the deck. As the attack is happening, you can see Wilhelm amongst it, and he has a morning star in his hand and a shield in the other. And as one swoops down to try and get him, it caves it right through the skull, destroying its armor, and it's stuck on his morning star. And another guard is able to plunge an arrow with a bow right into the last one. Oh, good. You're all okay, right?
Oh, we're fine.
For the most part.
Perfect.
These things are small, but they're tricky. They got some of our, well, not finest men, but some of our only men.
It's not very nice.
One plunged the spear through my chest.
But it's
Well-
okay.
You live
They
to
all
tell
went
the
down
tale. You've done better off than half our remaining military. I mean, half of these boys signed up yesterday, but well, not much to be missed. Anyways, he drops his weapons and heads back to the main console, and he's frantically checking on things, running through databases and whatever. Tech jargon, bullshit. He's doing a lot to try and keep this thing up. Very, very much looking stressed. And as he does, he turns back around. He says, I don't think there's any chance in saving this ship. Well, luckily the mission luckily for you, the mission is paramount. It has been an honor serving with you. And he quickly turns around, slams a big red button, and you feel the ship just power off completely and start soaring down towards the ground. How do you react?
Terrified, screaming.
Charity
I
goes
grab a
very
hold of it.
still.
I grab a hold of the environment. I don't even think my stable ass will be able to keep stable and steady.
Charity holds a pipe on the wall or something.
Yeah, Tawny does very much the same. She immediately backs into the wall furthest from the giant window and just kind of grabs onto whatever she can.
Perfect. And as this is happening, you see Wilhelm he reaches under his shirt and he pulls out some form of religious symbol. He kisses it, and then suddenly, a golden orb surrounds all of you. You feel, as the ship is sinking down, you feel the blood rush to your head. Consciousness is hard to keep a hold of, and you look at each other, falling through the air, and everything turns to black. Simultaneously, Robin and Annie, eyes slowly readjusting. You're outside. You're in a field, but you're alive. Looking over, there's just heaps of scrap from the airship. There's fire. You can smell smoke. In fact, you can almost taste the smoke. But you also see Wilhelm, still managing scraping by in life. But over him is a masked figure with very steampunk-inspired wings, mask, a hood, very brown and tan armor. Pulls out a dagger, and you hear Wilhelm. Oh, of course it be you. Who else would have... The knife ceases Wilhelm's life, and you see this stranger. It looks over to Robin. Obviously, you can't see its eyes. And it stares, not saying a word. It is then surrounded in a cloud of the little creatures you had just been fighting. There must be a full battalion of them. And you watch as this mysterious stranger opens some form of mystical door that wasn't there before and steps through it and chases in all of the creatures, tens of them, one at a time, like all together, until the door closes on one of them, slicing it in half as it falls to the ground. And it is about this time everyone else would wake up in the rubble.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Tawny just kind of very slowly begins to like find her way up from the ground. She kind of like, I assume they'd all be kind of filthy, right? Just from the dust and the rubble and whatnot.
100%. They're like grazed. No one's like bleeding or cut, but you're like messed up. That some clothes are ruffled. For those with exposed skin, like you would have bruises and things, but you haven't actually taken any damage, which is the weird part.
Yeah, so she just kind of rightens her clothing, like gets like some of the clothes off, but she doesn't really make an effort to truly clean herself. She's a bit indifferent to that. And then she kind of looks around to the rest of the party and sees them as they recuperate.
Annie goes on Wilhelm because he watched it happen, so he's going to want to see if the dude's at least hanging on by a thread.
Cool. So you're just like checking for his life.
Yeah.
You crouch down by him. You don't hear anything. You lift him up by his mane. There's a long cut around his neck. There's nothing there.
Very not groovy.
How would Robin react to having just witnessed all of that and now seeing his teammates get up?
Robin is just like half on the ground, kind of like on all fours, just in absolute shock at the events that just unfolded. He tries to muster some words, but they kind of just fall short and don't go anywhere.
And Charity, how are you reacting to having just witnessed that?
Charity gets up, very lightheaded. He sort of looks over at where everyone else is and where Wilhelm is, and like, is he okay?
I don't think so.
Huh?
And he shakes his head no.
What happened to him?
You said there was a cut all around his neck, right? Would it be fair to assume the head is not Is his head attached to the body? Because you said there was a
Okay.
cut around his neck.
Yeah, so essentially what had happened is the masked stranger knelt down, like cut along his neck. Not like separating, but essentially just let the blood flow out.
All right, then with my immense strength, I lift him up and show the wound to the rest of the party.
Charity like gasps and kind of like sits back a little. What do we do if
Nothing. He's dead.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we
There's
can
nothing
do.
you can do.
shouldn't we like bring him somewhere?
No. He's in nature now. He'll be reclaimed and reborn anew.
I guess the grass is a nice place to be.
Should at least bury him.
Should we? How are people gonna find him?
We'll mark it.
Okay. Okay, let's bury him.
Will he be found, though? The kingdom is half dead. Who's
I
gonna
mean,
find him?
if we put a sign, then if we meet anyone else from the military, we can tell him he's out here, and they can dig him
It's
back
up to
up
us.
if they want. Right?
Robin is going to like finally struggle to his feet, like trying to just recuperate himself. I do think. Does anyone know where we are right now?
No.
As you start to look around, you realize the crash site has like torn apart like a hut in a village. They're like very basic huts, but you are actually like just on the outskirts of a little town.
Oh, okay.
We can ask for help. Maybe.
It is also about this time an elderly grung fellow, which grung is like frog
Oh,
people. He has a staff and he's walking towards you. Why you done torn apart my market? This was a lovely building. I constructed this myself with my father, and you have just plonked your damn airship here.
Oh, sorry.
Well, sorry ain't gonna cut it. Ever since those damn gods from Pophia have been coming round here, nothing has been the same, and now there's an airship in my market. Is that a dead guy? Do you have a dead guy?
We were attacked. It's by strange spheroid creatures.
It was
They
like
took the
this
airship
when we picked
down.
him up.
Strange spear creatures, you say? I'm fine. I need to sit down. This is very hard to believe. What were you even? What are you even here for?
We were just traveling.
Well, just we've dealt with worse. We're traveling to where?
Robin is gonna huddle everyone else. Where were we going? Like, not where we were going, but what can we say?
We probably shouldn't tell them the truth, right? This is like a secret mission.
Well, he did say not to tell them that we were from the kingdom.
Yeah.
Robin is gonna step up to the elderly grung fellow.
Yes?
We were heading to a place by the name of Guildenstern's Gadgets, I believe.
Gadgets? That sounds like Pophia nonsense.
Nonsense.
Look, if you're looking for the city with all of all their fancy gizmos and their robots and whatever. Look, it's about. He like points. He like makes you follow him a little bit, but then he points, and you can see about a mile in the distance. You can just see like the outskirts of a giant industrial like city, which you can safely assume is Pophia. Right over there. It's impossible to miss. They got that big tungsten tower now. It's quite the eyesore. I mean, I was born there, but I can't stand all the hustle and bustle of the city. Why, me and my father founded this little village here, and now there's an airship in it.
I thank you very much for the directions. Sorry once again for your village.
I'm sorry for landing an airship in your village. I mean, it wasn't us that landed it, but you know.
I was gonna ask, can Tawny roll an insight check to look at the tower that he mentioned from Pophia?
Yeah, by all means, go ahead. Is there anything you're trying to like learn about it?
Yeah, well, just the mention of it, I don't know, it made her a bit suspicious. The specific, I don't know, just the specific mention. She's very wary of these types of industrial buildings, so it kind of caught her attention.
Okay. With that, I'd say roll a history check. And based on that, you will see what you remember about. Like maybe you've heard about this.
Sorry, my dice is like not rolling. Hold on. I got an 11, so I don't think she remembered shit.
Even with an 11, I'd say if you are paying attention to these kind of things, you would know the construction of a giant tower in Pophia started like 3 years ago. You know it was built as a monument to someone, but that's where you start to not remember what it was and who it was for. But it's a very large clock tower, and it's central to like the main city area of Pophia.
I see. Okay.
Well, look, I don't. As long as you get out of my town, and frankly, I'd like to keep you here to explain to my husband why there's now a giant airship. But you know what? I'll use the resources, and we can rebuild.
Oh, love wins.
Sourceful, I love it.
As this happens, like 5 little grunglings like run downstairs and Grandpa, 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 wait, what's all this? What's all this? Don't worry, kiddos. We got a new project. You know what they say. We have got to stay strong in times of struggle, and that's what we're gonna do. And these freaks are gonna leave us alone.
Oh my god, babies.
You see, like one runs up to you and he's like, "Hi, hi, hi, hi. Where are you from? You don't look like you're from here. You look rich."
I'm from the woods.
The woods? They make clothes like that in the woods? I want to go to the woods. Grandpa, can I go to the woods? No, you're not going to the damn woods.
Charity's little laughs. They do make clothes like this in the woods, but it's a secret.
Wow, I'm gonna go play in the woods now. Whee! And you see this little purple grungling just starts running.
Okay, I'm fine, buddy.
Charity, what have you done?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I believe we should get
The
going.
woods is good for them.
The woods is good for
I'm
you.
gonna look at the elderly grung fellow just one last time. Your grandchildren are lovely. We'll be on our way.
I know. I watched them grow from tadpoles. It was. He starts staring up and it was beautiful. Best day of my life.
Okay, we're going now.
Good. Get out, please. So as you start to leave the town, by now it's probably about like 9 o'clock. There's a few people like getting out as you leave. They're getting up. They're waking up from a very loud noise, which would happen when an airship falls to the ground outside your house. But you know that they're going to investigate. They don't pay you any notice. I'd say it takes about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to make it to all the way to Pophia. As you're walking there, it's a strange transition from like woods and nature, and then about halfway through the journey, you see like tree stumps and ruined soil and like excavation sites before it finally fully transitions into an industrial city. Would you talk amongst yourselves on the walk there?
Charity would like be yapping about nothing.
There is one thing I'd like to do.
Go ahead.
Could I do a religion check to try and recall if I would recognize the symbol that was presented on that holy symbol from earlier?
By all means, go ahead.
Sorry, I lost where my religion check was. That is a 17.
Very nice. Okay, so both having been from Somnus, and having you're a studious fellow, recognize it was a symbol of Saint Irina, the patron saint of Somnia, seen as both the what's the word, avatar of water and like stillness, but also in like some iterations of the religion, she represents more about inner tranquility and aiming for a peaceful life, and true peace bringing like good things to you.
I see. Okay. Just a little another thing to jot down in my little book, little notebook.
Very nice, very nice.
I'd like to mention that while Charity is yapping his nothing, Annie is walking right by him, listening very intently.
Yeah, I'll just be muttering this out loud for people to hear.
And Charity appreciates that.
Is Tawny, how is Tawny acting on this walk? Staying away from the group, getting involved in conversation? What's he doing?
Yeah, so Tawny is just kind of walking to the back. She's not actively engaging in the conversation, but she's making little hums of acknowledgement. But she's not really adding anything.
Nice. Okay. So yapping continues, conversations about religion, Charity on some bullshit. After a while, that's the boy. You continue on. You see, the little grung has made it far. Managed to find a cool shirt in the woods. Who knew? Charity weren't lying. But anyways, he's running back. You do reach the gates. They are completely open. There's loads and loads of people and celebrations and people drinking outside the gates, people partying and dancing as you reach outside. This is a highly populated area. There are a few guards, but it's not like they don't seem particularly alert. They're more just patrolling, make sure the partying is going fine, no one's getting a little too drunk. There is a statue. It's a fountain, just like before the gate, where people seem to be like sitting around chatting. So yeah, you've come to a very lively part of Pophia.
Oh, jeez. Charity seems like a little nervous, and he sort of like inches closer to Robin and Annie.
Tawny is very much the same. Like, she very much tenses up at all the people and the celebration and the noise.
You move as a little unit, like heading towards. I'm assuming you're heading towards the gates.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So there's singing, There's a few people like as this is happening. In fact, you know what? Everyone make a acrobatics check.
No, this
Don't worry,
charity can probably do.
This only matters if you roll really low.
I got a nat 20.
Charity rolls a 14?
I got 9.
Dude, this is like your
Nice.
only skill!
I got a 15.
Okay, so all of you are managed to like stay away from people. People are like falling over themselves. It may be 9 o'clock, but it seems the party has been going on all day. So in fact, Tawny specifically is like obviously has a knack for avoiding crowds, as she's just been like weaving in and out expertly, and is first to get to the gate. You're all not far behind though when you get there, and there's a slouched over guard there, like, "You're right. You coming in? You coming in for the celebration, are you?"
What celebration again?
You can't be from around here if you don't know what we're celebrating. Come on.
No, I'm just. I don't remember a lot of things.
Well, the gracious, the wonderful Poppy Payne, who is, the little robots we see around here. You know, she's like the CEO of Pop Tech and everything. She's just announced her engagement to the princess.
Rosalind!
I'm delighted.
It truly is a wonderful day here in Pophia. But right before you're coming in. You're not from here, are you?
Evidently not.
I assumed as much. But I'm just going to need you all to fill out a little bit of paperwork, just so you know. Put, your name, intention of your travel, what just, the gist, just so we can keep a record of who's coming in and who's going out,
Of course.
Yay!
Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. He hands you like each a sheet of paper. He's like, oh, well, I've only got one quill, so you might have to take turns. But there you go. Fill this out for me.
Don't worry, I have my own.
Does anyone investigate the paper you've been handed?
I will.
Tawny does.
Okay, so you can either roll it individually, or one of you can give help action to the other, which just basically gives them advantage. It's up to you.
I have a +6 on my investigation, so if someone would like to help me.
I have plus. Yeah, I can help you.
Right.
Perfect. So Robin will be rolling with advantage.
All right, that's first roll is a 25, and the other one is 20.
Incredible. So, you're filling out the paperwork. There's basic information. You fill it all out. There's nothing really important until you get to the bottom, where there is some mighty fine print, and it reads essentially to the effect of: PopTech has all rights to use your information, use your identity, and use your face to advertise future. Where's the word? There we go. Future inventions as a company. And you know what? With a 25, you get the gist. It's pretty sinister.
I see. May I ask the guard what the fine print is about?
Yeah. So I've never really read it. You just kind of sign these things. So on one end you get cool inventions, on the other, you just kind of jot your name on the paper. It's not too much. It's not much of a bother.
Is there any other ways to gain entry?
Well, he looks around and leans down to you. Well, I myself have a family at home, And well, you know, I'm looking to buy my wife a nice new necklace. So, if you have any cash or anything valuable to cough up, I mean, I can turn a blind eye. But don't try this with any of the other guards, right? They're never going to be as relaxed as me.
So I got bad news, everyone. I'm broke. I don't have much money to my name.
Can I possibly roll to intimidate?
Yes, you can, but I will warn you, it's risky if you fail.
Some money I could pay, maybe.
Could I get help intimidating with Tawny?
Yeah, Tawny would be willing to do that.
Fuck it, hell yeah, go ahead, guys.
Okay, or you could just do that.
If Charity really wants to like get the money first, you can. Whoever has the highest dex, I can say, can do their action first.
Nah, Charity's gonna let him.
Cool.
I rolled a 16.
And what do
He
I
doesn't
roll?
seem very
Like,
smart.
support?
Assuming Tawny is assisting Annie, Tawny, you don't roll anything. Annie just gets advantage. So sorry, is that a 16 is the total, right?
16, yeah. The other one was 12.
So describe to me what Annie and Tawny do to do this intimidation.
I'm
So-
assuming that Robin was talking to the guard, and
Yes.
personally, Annie would just walk up behind Robin, bringing his dark presence as just a fucking wave of dread. Pardon language.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Tawny would do very much the same. I mean, she kind of towers over everyone, and she ends up just kind of blocking out the sun. She puts all of them in the shade, essentially. It's a very domineering presence.
I'm sure I could get away if just one of you gave me your signature. I mean, I just, you know, like maybe a group one, just so we know, you know, you guys are here, and then we can account for when you leave. Is that all right?
I could give my signature. I suppose.
That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful. That is all I need. Please, just, you know, I'm just trying to do my job.
All right. Robin is going to take the piece of paper and then summon his own quill to write down the his signature.
Perfect. Thank you, mate. I'll set that away. And welcome to Pophia. Session name drop. Woo. Anyways, yeah, you guys are
Thank
welcomed into
you.
the actual walls of Pophia. And it's quite incredible. If you thought they were celebrating outside, it is something else in here. It's quite crazy. There's nothing else to the way to put it. These people are already drinking, already partying, and they're like walking through the cobbled streets. It's a steampunk society. So as there's also like a few noticeable landmarks once you get in. As we've already mentioned, there is the Tungsten Clock Tower, very famous, built as a monument, like we've already established with Tawny's knowledge. It's got like lots of intricate cogs on the outside that are shifting to keep up the time. There is far off in the distance the Pophia Palace, where the royalty lives. It's pretty common knowledge. They're quite famous. They've been in newspapers and things. Like there's been a few scandals in their history. Not much specifics you can remember. And then there is also Pophia Central Station, a revolutionary locomotive center that can take you to most of the kingdoms in the country. It's a quite grand building. It's very blocky. It stands like, say, the clock tower's to the right, the station's to the left, and the palace is straight ahead.
And so I was wondering, can we check to see, like, I think Tawny kind of wants to see what, like, the races of each of the characters are. Like, if this is a majority, like, human society or a majority elf society. I was wondering if she could roll for that.
Yeah, 100%. Just give me a perception check. Pretty low dice challenge for this.
Yeah, well, so she got a 2. So she's completely blind.
Tawny cannot see race. Takes no notice.
It's wonderful. She doesn't see color.
Her mask is fucking her up.
You gal.
So yeah, this is Central Pophia. You are somewhat blind for instruction now, as Wilhelm mentioned. The necessary information was locked behind a vault that can only be accessed by someone who was cursed by the sleep. So it's up to you to find Guildenstern's gadgets.
I think our best bet maybe to just look on our own for a minute, and if we get lost, we could maybe ask some of the locals.
Maybe.
Is that not a danger? What if the store is some kind of secret front? Maybe they know what we're doing. What if we get
warned about that? If that was the case, at least I'd hope so.
I mean, even if it's a front, us asking doesn't give anything away, right?
possibly? That's best to be wary.
Could I possibly roll investigation to just try like looking for the store on our own?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Oh, that's a 10.
So you wonder for a bit. I'll leave it up to the others if they follow Robin.
Yeah, Tawny kind of follows very quickly behind. I feel like she's trying to get the group into a very tight circle.
And to go against that, Annie is slinking behind the party, kind of just watching over.
Perfect. So, as the party is traversing through, Robin is like searching through the crowd, and he manages to make you guys to like what seems like a commercial district where there's not so much party going on, but there's still, there's still the occasional drunkard walking about. But this seems to be a shopping area. You don't find Guildenstern's gadgets, but you get the sense you are making progress and you're going in the right direction.
Hooray!
Can we look at the advertisements in this area?
Yes, you can. Very much so. So there is like one notable thing about Pophia. There is banners almost on every wall, trying to sell you something. And the one actually, Tawny, what is your passive perception? It'll be somewhere in your character sheet.
It is 11.
Okay, so never mind that. But yeah, they're all got the same colors. It's a very like red and gold, like themed. Like the whole kingdom has a theme with red and gold colors, and it's all robotics, inventions. There's a few odd ones that are for like restaurants and whatever, but you notice there's these pretty cute looking egg-shaped robots with big jester hats on top, that are being advertised. And as you realize, wait a minute, a lot of the people around here are walking around at least like with one following behind or like cradling one. Yeah. If anyone would like to investigate further, they are welcome to.
Can I approach one of the people that are like cradling one of these like little egg jesters?
Charity follows. Charity would like to see the egg baby.
100%, yeah. So I'll say that there is a middle-aged, you'd notice this, but not Tawny, because apparently she's race blind. Orc lady, like cradling one of these egg robots, just walking about, going about her day. She got a shopping bag in her hand.
Robin's gonna clear his throat. Excuse me, madam.
Yeah, yes.
I must say, I just absolutely adore that little gadget you have there. Where did you get it from?
Oh, you must be joking, correct? You don't have a pop boy?
No,
Or
I
that's a
don't.
baby?
No. No. This is very clearly a robot. Are you well?
Robots can be babies.
My apologies. We're tourists visiting the city for the great event.
Tourists. I see. Where exactly are you from? And you see, she like kind of starts to like hide away her pop boy.
The countryside, just from out of the city borders.
Roll a deception check.
Uh-oh.
Charity can do that. Hold on. Charity's got good deception.
We'll say Charity will do the action, and then Robin will be giving help. So advantage for Charity.
Okay, first roll is a 13. Not the best. Second roll is an 18. So
What I got too.
Charity says, we're from the countryside.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, I suppose there are some people that haven't been caught up, but yes, no, this is my pop boy. I mean, I think everyone in Pophia must have one by now. You'd be out of the loop if you didn't.
Sorry, he was born yesterday and I'm stupid.
Oh, well, I don't think I can. May I go? I'm trying to get home.
Yes, we're very sorry not to hold you up any longer.
Okay, well, yes. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the celebration, and I tell you what, I do advise the museum that is connected to the Tungsten Tower. I mean, it truly changed the way I think about things. But yeah, I'll be on my way now. Thank you.
Robin's gonna turn back at Charity and go, well, that did not go nearly as well as I was hoping it would.
I think it went fine.
But I was gonna ask Canton. So there's a lot of these little guys just kind of like meandering about, like following people, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I was wondering, can Tawny maybe roll like a sleight of hand to try and like grab one of these guys?
No, we're egg napping.
Go ahead. Yes, sleight of hand.
We're gonna get arrested.
I got a 13.
Okay, I'd say you do manage to like swoop one. How? Okay, so they're like waddling. They're much smaller than Tawny. They're like about 2 feet tall, maybe. Just waddling the ground. So how does Tawny go about getting one?
So she kind of picks them up by their little hat in the same way that you would pick like a kitten up by its scruff.
Adorable, yes.
And yet she just kind of like brings it up to her face to look at it.
You see, it has like a little eye in the center. Just in the center, and for a few seconds it's blue looking at you, and very quickly it's turning red. And it starts making sounds.
I feel like the second it starts making sounds, she would drop it, which is like probably 6 feet. She's been holding it up quite high.
As it like falls to the ground, you watch it's like the whole town has stopped after it started making sound. Like the heads have turned, and they watch as slowly, like it's in slow motion, the pop boy falls to the ground and just kind of slumps over.
You killed him!
Uh,
Oh no.
Hoodlum! Hoodlum!
I was
And as
trying to
this
see
is
what it
happening,
did.
walking like barging through the crowd, is a dwarf with a long blonde beard and quite gracious, like middle-parted blonde hair, like stamping through the crowd, pushing people's legs out the way. Hoodlum, that's my pop boy that you've just ruined. For your sakes, you better hope I don't find out who you are. I will have you sued. I have one of the best barristers in all of Pophia.
What's a barrister?
He like scoops up his pot boy. It's like its eyes like fading blue. It's still you can tell it's still online, but it's definitely broken. And he's looking up at the whole party, but especially with Tony and Annie, he's like at the ankles, just like, I hope you have an explanation for yourself.
Can Robin actually approach the dwarf?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, sir. May I see that for just a quick second? Please trust me.
I think you have done quite enough damage, actually. With the trust me, I'd say roll a persuasion check, but it's gonna be a hard DC.
Okay. Oh, that's a -1 for me. Uh-oh. Alright. No way.
Do you get a nat 20? What happened?
Yeah, I got a nat 20, so I was grabbing a screenshot of it.
Oh my god, okay.
So, with my -1, that's a 19.
Just house rules for hit. Nat 20's auto success, nat 1's like auto failure. But yeah, the man's eyes like shift as he looks at you, and there's just something about the look of Robin that like, when especially compared to who he's with, he's like, fine. You seem like you know what you do with this type of thing. Just make sure it's fixed. And then he.
So, yeah. Robin is going to take the little egg boy, and then, like, he's gonna just, like, sit down on the ground, like, on his knees, gently set it on the ground, lay out his spell book nearby, and start, like, analyzing it. Like, looking at, like, all of the nooks and crannies of it, trying to see, like, what could be broken of it. Could that be, like, an investigation check?
Yeah, go ahead, roll that.
That's an 8.
This is all strange foreign technology to you. You recognize some basics, like like basic components, but it's hard to tell. Like it's quite ingeniously crafted as well. So it's looking a bit rough, but you can't tell why. There's like some chips towards the bottom, but that's a surface level issue.
I'm just gonna try my best then, and then looking as deep in as I can, working outwards, cast mending on it, just
Very
to see
nice.
what are the like physical damages I can repair.
I'd say with mending, so first, how does mending look when Robin casts it?
It's like coming from the quill. The quill kind of like shimmers like a faint blue color. Well, the metal that is being replaced, you can see like the edges of it melt and then to liquid and then form back together and then become solid once again.
Perfect. And as this is happening, you hear a large from the crowd. There's gasps. People are quite excited, and maybe it's the influence of alcohol, but they start clapping and cheering Robin on. However, you are all now the center of attention. Each of you.
Oh no.
He also claps for Robin.
Maybe with how Annie has been like slocking behind, perhaps he can fucking like be part of the crowd, but other than that, no, the rest of you are in like the limelight.
Already is clapping anyway. He's
But it is fixed. It is fixed. It gets up.
It's
pops
fixed.
up. It starts like doing
Yay!
circles around Robin. It starts like the jester hat starts like popping up and down. You can see it's connected by like a little mini elevator that's going up and down. And the dwarf turns to you. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant, I say. You have a future with you, you do. That little magic trick you did, I'd say any factory would take you. But thank you, my pop boy is saved. And then he turns back to Tawny. You brute! You watch whose property you're touching!
Is it
Yeah.
not alive?
Tawny,
Oh.
say sorry for killing that guy's son.
But it's not dead.
You killed his son!
It's not alive or dead, it's a machine!
Then why should I have to apologize if it's not living?
I take great offense to this.
You see
Yeah.
the dwarf like rolls up his sleeves and he's like the comical like fucking fisticuffs ready to go towards Tawny.
Tawny, say sorry for killing his son!
Is that your son?
No, and I think people who get too attached to their possessions are stupid.
Oh,
I agree.
you say
Which
sorry
is why I
to
don't
Robin!
feel the need to apologize.
You see the orc lady from before who was like cradling her pot boy is like slightly offended by the effect people who care too much are stupid. But he's like, look, never mind the fact you have a friend who can fix it. You need to be taught a lesson. You're lucky I have places to be. It is a wonderful day. Bless Princess Calcine. I am off. And he like grabs his pot boy by one of the legs and starts storming off.
Disaster averted.
There is still a crowd very much staring at all of you.
Charity
Yeah.
hides behind Robin.
Yeah, and Tawny hides behind Charity, hiding behind Robin, even though it's very fruitless because she's about twice their height.
We're just gonna shuffle our way over towards Annie, and well, when the whole party's together, I'm gonna relay the information that the orc lady gave us about visiting the museum, because that seems to be our best lead so far.
Yeah. Let's
I
go
think
to
we
the
should go there.
museum.
And hopefully, let's take a complicated route to get there, so we hopefully lose our attention.
I like studying.
Perfect. Okay. So yes, as the lady pointed out, it's the museum is connected to the tungsten tower, so it's quite easy to get to. I wouldn't say you would get lost at any point in the journey. It's a very easy route. And once again, you've gone through the commercial district as you like reach the tower. There's lots of clothes shops in one part. There is lots of like essentially fantasy versions of tech stores. They're not quite like a place for an engineer or a garage or anything, but you see like little pot boys and everything running around in store windows and things, doing tricks and showing off all their capabilities. And as all this is happening, you finally get to the outside of the tungsten tower with the museum connected.
I assume there's like a little sign out front that has like posted hours or something of the sort.
Yes, they're like just outside the museum. There would be like a curator like standing by. This is an Genasi, like a young man, quite thin and short, but he's very excited and he's like waving to families as they go in. And next to him is a board posted with the hours. Today it is from 8 till 4 o'clock, so 8 a.m., 4 p.m.
I just didn't want to barge into the museum if they were closed. I would like to go speak with the curator, though.
Hello. Are you here for the museum? Well, I assume you would be.
Yes, that is correct.
Brilliant. Have you paid in advance, or are you going to go through and get a ticket?
I can get a ticket here.
Brilliant, brilliant. Let me just and like he walks you through, assuming the party follows. He like takes you into the main room, and behind there is a older Earth Genasi stat behind there with like little spectacles that he just lifts off his brow and puts down. Hello, yes, a ticket for 4. Are any of you children or?
Are any of us children? Robin, you were born yesterday, right?
No, I was not born yesterday. No, none of us are children.
Well, brilliant. I'll just I'll type that. That will be about 2 gold, please.
How much
Alright.
money do we all have?
I have. Let me check my pocket.
And
I have 15 gold.
Oh, maybe I can help you pay. We can split it.
I think Tawny has 0 gold.
Annie has 9 gold.
Charity has some gold. Charity and Robin can split the price.
Yeah, we'll split this one gold piece each.
Perfect. There's like essentially like he takes a paper, he stamps it, 1 each for each of you, hands it over. Well, yes, enjoy the exhibits. It tells the fascinating story of our kingdom and how we came to be. And make sure you check the gift shop at the end.
Ooh, gift shop.
It's like a field trip.
What's a field trip?
I don't know, I've never been on one. Awesome conversation. Let's go inside now.
Okay, so you come to the first section of the museum, and it's talking about how Pophia just once used to be a meteor crash landing site. There was the originator of the town of the kingdom, who then became the king. He depicts him finding the meteor, harvesting the meteor's resources, and it like shows that Pophia was originally a pretty standard kingdom, and there wasn't much technological development. It was mostly mining. There was a few fields and farms, but pretty standard kingdom things in this first half. If there's anything specific anyone would like to look into.
Charity is absolutely fascinated by the meteor. He goes right up to it and stares.
So in the museum there is a replica of the meteor, and then next to it in a glass case there is a genuine little like shard of it displayed proudly. And the description to effect says its origin were unknown, but it gave us the power to create false life and imbue it into our machines.
Charity like sits down in front of the case with a bit of the museum and just like stares at it like eyes big like a cat.
Robin is also looking at the meteor, like hovering behind Charity's shoulder, and just like, also amazement.
It's
Annie's
so
staring at
cool.
Robin.
Yeah,
There's
Tawny
also-
is also following him.
In Robin's eyes, there's also just a very faint sense of dread.
As you guys are looking, there's like there's a few families walking around. There's a little kid. He's like playing. Oh, this is boring. I don't care. And then there's like an angry father just kind of like pulling him by the collar. This is important history. Please pay attention.
Charity stares at the father and the kid with like a weird look in their eye, like they're thinking about something.
Yeah, Tawny kind of glances over as well. She looks at the kid though. She doesn't really pay much attention to the father. She doesn't say anything, but she is looking in their direction.
Charity eventually looks away really quickly back at the meteor.
Yeah, Robin is completely engrossed in this meteor.
For a brief second, Tawny and the child make like brief eye contact before they pull around the corner and they're into the next section of the museum.
Tawny very quickly looks away.
How long would Robin and Charity spend in looking at this part of the meteor?
Literally until somebody drags him away.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Well, other party members.
So I was gonna say, what else did you say was like in this like room again? Like what else was there to like explore?
So in this like exhibition specifically, there's like replicas and like essentially models of like the old Pophia uniform, um, portraits of the like founders of the kingdom, uh, replicas of the meteor, and obviously, and then just like there's a picture book of the mines and the fields that used to be here. Um, there's a few things you might be able to investigate further, but like this is a pretty basic room documenting ancient history essentially.
And there's like another room connected to this, right? Like deeper into the museum.
Yes, if you continue along, there will be more exhibits for you guys to look into.
Yeah, so I think Tawny she's not gonna like touch him, but she is gonna kind of like wave the other people over, like the rest of the party over, to kind of indicate they should keep going.
What is Annie doing at this time? Is he joining in the like observing of the museum, or is he ready to move on?
He's ready to move on.
How do Charity and Robin react to being waved over, or do they even notice?
I think after like a minute or so, at them calling out, it would eventually like draw Robin's attention. He'd like snap out of like a trance and be like, "What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Come on, Charity," and like kind of drag Charity along to catch up with the rest.
Party is dragged.
Cool. So the next few exhibits don't really cover much. They're more like they're more interactive sections for kids. There's an actor there to like replicate what life would have been like in Pophia, as like around 100 years ago. Then if through to the next exhibit until you reach a fairly modern part where it's covering over the last 2 decades of Pophia history. Notably, there is a whole section of the room dedicated to the company PopTech.
It's not history? No!
Yeah, so I think Tawny and I assume, yeah, I think Tawny's gonna like head over to the little history about PopTech because she's been kind of curious about it because it's been mentioned quite a few times now. So yeah, she's gonna go over and kind of like see what that's all about.
Okay, so in the PopTech section, there's a history of the development of Pop Boys. There is how they came to be the founders of the company, and in a small, like almost hidden section, it's clearly not on show as the rest. There is a bit dedicated to weapons they developed over time.
Yeah, can Tawny like check that out in particular, like what that says?
Yeah, go ahead, roll me an investigation check and see what you find.
Yeah, I got a 18.
Very nice. Okay, so in the weapons section, it mentions how only in the past few years has there been a division of PopTech dedicated to creating weapons, and this only started once there had been a new CEO of the company. Her name is Poppy Payne, and you see, you get a picture of her with the last CEO, arm over arm, and you notice this is clearly where the jester motif of most PopTech items is found. Like, she is dressed head to toe, clown makeup, jester attire, specifically red and gold. And yet it's just about like how now the borders of Pophia are like equipped with mounted turrets ready for combat, and like there have been developments in like handguns and rifles.
And when was this like photo from again?
This was, the photo has a little thing, and it's dated 4 years ago.
Very recent then. Okay.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do in this exhibit? There is things that aren't pop tech related. There's like a few key buildings, a few like important places, and there's like a little section that's like other places you should visit while in Pophia.
Charity wants to look at the thing about the pop boys.
Hell yeah, okay. Also roll an investigation check for me.
Oh boy. 13.
Okay, so like I say, the history of the Pop Boys. There were basic models, from like about 6 years ago, but they got. It says they got scrapped. They were seen as unimportant. But then, with the coming of Poppy Payne as the CEO, they were put back into production again, and they have certain features. Like they are designed for the house. They do little tasks. They help with cleaning. They make drinks. They do other things, and they also inside have an instant messaging system which can alert any other Pop Boy in the area. Say, if someone wants to send someone a message and they know that Pop Boy's code, they can repeat it to their Pop Boy and have it delivered instantly.
Whoa. That's cool shit. Charity's like, guys, look at that. They can send messages. That's so cute. They can talk to each other.
They're like little scrying devices.
Yeah,
Interesting.
what does that mean?
Yeah, Tawny, she kind of begins to like reapproach the rest of the group while they're talking about the Pop Boys. She is still very interested in them, despite how poorly her failed little investigation of them went just earlier.
Yeah, I assume is Charity going to share the information he's found out about the Pop Boys?
Yeah, Charity like explains what he saw.
Perfect. Yeah. So as you see, there is what I've mentioned before left in this exhibit, and the next room is the gift shop. So if there's anything else you guys want to do in this part of the museum, anything specific you want to look for that you might not have come up, I may be able to give you tell you where it was. But other than that, this is essentially it for the exhibits of the museum.
I think we're about done.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Tawny wants to see the gift shop.
Anyone wants to
Gift time.
Woo! Gift shop. Okay. So coming through to the gift shop, it's a lot of a nicer vibe. Like if you've ever been in a gift shop, you know what it's like. It's bright lights. It's nice tiled floors. There's plush versions of Pop Boys, and there's like little Pop Boys blind bags with different hats. You can get your picture taken in like a older time, like Pophia themed background. There's all sorts of knickknacks and gizmos. There's like the typical gift shop slop, and it's all overpriced as fuck.
Wow.
I kind of want to get my picture taken.
Charity would also like his picture taken. We should get a picture as a group.
Yeah, Tawny kind of bristles with that. She does not seem very inclined towards taking a photo.
You don't want to get a group photo?
Actually, now on second thought, they probably are gonna charge us an insane amount for it.
Oh, you got a point.
I still want one, but it might be best to save that for later.
Wasn't there also a sketchy contract at the very beginning? How do we know they won't do that again to us?
That is true.
I just want to sign a contract.
Could I just roll like a general investigation check on the gift shop, or like perception check?
Yeah, go ahead. There's just in general nothing specific you're looking for?
Yeah, just like look around.
Yeah,
Anything that
cool,
might
go
catch my eye.
ahead.
All right. What would you like to like me to take that as?
Pardon, sorry. Pardon.
What role would you want me to take that as?
Yeah, just general perception is fine. That'll be good.
All right. That's 6.
It sure is a gift shop. Uh, there's some miserable employees. They don't look particularly thrilled. There's the kid from before in the gift shop, like kind of just grouching and sitting in the corner. His dad's trying to prompt him to like, oh look, this is cool. Look, you can have a little toy, and he's just not interested. The it's not hard to notice that like the camera that is for the pictures is PopTech, like a PopTech model of camera. But yeah, it's just a typical gift shop.
Charity just like wanders around looking at absolutely everything. He like picks up the boxes and like reads the text on them and everything. He's just having a great time.
One of the miserable employees whatsoever. Hello, welcome to the Tungsten Museum. Would you like a pop boy?
I mean, I would, but I don't think my friends would be okay with me spending money right now. I should probably be careful.
But they come in so many different colors and hats. Are you sure you can't resist the charm of a mini pop boy? Free for the price of 2.
And what would that price be?
Well, it's 5 silver for 1, so.
Oh my god. I don't want to do it. Charity runs over to Annie. Annie, do you think I should buy one?
I don't see why not.
You're so right. I'm gonna buy one. Charity runs back to the employee. I'm gonna buy one.
This is a blind bag one, yes?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, more consumer slot. I mean, have a great day. And he takes the money off you, hands you the blind bag.
Sorry, how much silver was that again?
Are you getting 1?
Just one.
Yeah, just 5 silver.
Whoa. He's
Annie goes over to Robin and asks him to check for anything suspicious about the robot.
Just so we're clear, the like mini pop boy that Charity just bought is not functional. It's like a toy.
Oh, it's not functional. It's toy.
It's not
Never mind.
It's all good. It's all good. I probably should have made that more clear by saying just pop boy. It's like a little keychain. Well, not a keychain, but like little plastic figure of a pop boy.
It's not a poo-poo.
Charity opens his pop boy Labubu. He's very excited. He's like, everyone, look, watch me open it.
Charity's first unboxing.
I'm so excited.
Okay, roll a d6 and I'll tell you which one you get.
Oh boy. Did you pre-plan the Labubus?
I'm so planned. I'll be real. The museum was planned for like a later session, but we're here now.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, you get a little yellow pop boy with a hard hat on.
He's employed.
He has a little card that comes with him that says Construction Boy.
Construction boy. Charity walks up to Tawny. What should I call him?
Well, he is not alive. Only
But
things alive are deserving of names, don't you think?
What the hell? No. Charity sort of pouts and then goes to Robin and is like, Robin, what do you think I should call him?
Construction boy.
But is that the suggestion?
Yes. It's matter of fact.
Walks up to Annie. Annie, what do you think I should call him?
I think you should name him Jiminy.
Jiminy. Everyone, this is my son Jiminy.
I thought that we'd made it very clear that the Pop Boys are not sons.
Oh, this one is my son.
Hello, Jiminy. Welcome to the group.
Thank you.
The
Finally.
unenthusiastic employee is like, if you're all done, could you get out of the gift shop? There's a group of kids who wanna buy more blind boxes. Just not being rude, but
Oh, okay. Charity scampers off with Jiminy and arms.
Yeah, we'll. I follow.
Annie follows close behind.
And Annie, in Annie fashion, follows in a distance.
So essentially the museum loops round, and you are back where you started. See the Earth Genasi again. Outside is the Air Genasi. Oh well, I hope you found it interesting. I hope you learned more about our culture. Please consider coming again sometime. And here, he reaches over the desk. He's like, "Here's a half-off coupon if you ever wish to return."
Whoa.
You.
Thank you. Look at my son, Jiminy.
Oh, that's the construction boy. I have a few of these myself. And he opens a drawer on the desk. He holds up. There's a little green one, with a pirate hat. He like scrambles around for another. There's a grey one in a top hat he has, and he scrambles around for another. And there's one with fairy wings that's pink.
Oh my goodness. They're amazing.
I know. In fact, after this shift, I may be inclined to go back and get more. I mean, 3 for 2. Who can say no?
Oh, I said no. I only got one.
Well, when you come back round, and I'm sure you will, because this museum is wonderful, make sure you grab yourself 3 for 2, or get yourself other blind boxes at any PopTech retailer.
Oh, for some reason, I feel tempted to buy products.
I don't. I think
Perfect!
a lot of people in this town don't know how deals work. Oh, nothing.
Charity cradles Jiminy in his arms. He's a father now. This is the best moment of his life.
Well, you've all now had a lovely trip around the museum, but are none the wiser to the location of Guildenstern's gadgets.
It appears we're back at square one.
Oh. Oh, right. We were supposed to be doing something. That wasn't for fun. Fuck.
Their advertising sure is effective.
So I'm curious. In the museum, is there I would assume near the front, is there a map of some kind of the layout of the town?
Okay, there's a little leaflet that has it has a map of the museum, and then on one of the pages there is a small map of Pophia about 20 years ago.
I was like, can I do insight to see if just anything stands out, just in general?
Yes, but it's going to be a high DC.
Yeah, I got a 15.
With a 15, you notice there is an engineering section. It's a small quarter of the town, and your intuition is telling you that Guildenstern's gadget sounds like the type of place that would be in the engineering part of Pophia.
So she kind of she opens up the little pamphlet and she just kind of points at it, and she's like, we should go there.
Before we leave, I would like to approach the map and order my quill to copy the map into my book.
Very cool, very nice.
Which, I'm trying to think out, that'd probably take a minute.
Okay, so I will add it to I'll have it in my notes that you now have a map of 20 years ago Pophia.
That's gonna be useful, I hope.
Yay.
Yeah.
So I take it you all head towards the engineering district?
I say yes.
Yeah, we okay.
Yeah.
Okay, about now it's hitting about 2 p.m. With the travel it's turned to 2:30, but you get to the engineering district. From when you're here, the partying is far away. You haven't seen as much. There's not bunting anywhere. There's no explicit celebration. There's a few. There's a few posters oh yeah. well done to the princess, whatever. I'm so glad to hear her announcement of engagement, blah, 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 blah. But it's not, there's not like people in the street celebrating. These are people at work. There's a lot of grizzled, miserable, somewhat looking people. But yeah,
Charity sort of like looks at the poster about the princess for a second. Just like a second.
in that second, you see, she is a fire genasi lady, adorned in like a beautiful long orange dress. There is an aura of sadness about her, however. And then in the map, it's a design as in like it had been split down the middle, and in the matching one, you see a jester lady holding a ring while on one knee.
Charity looks at both of the like posters and just kind of like frowns like he's thinking about something, and then turns back around.
Incredible, perfect.
He did it.
So Tawny kind of fucked this up last time, but I was gonna ask, can she like look around at the people in the area? Like I know it's been established that they're like all workers, but just kind of like get the vibe of everyone, like, you know, positive, negative, etc.
Yeah, go ahead. I'd say this is perception, assuming it's based on looks.
I got a nat 20.
Holy shit, okay. So there is a really down vibe in this part of the town. You also, with a nat 20, you notice the reoccurring races in Pophia seem to be genasi of all variants, orcs, and there are a few like mountain dwarves, but not many. Obviously there is the odd few where they won't apply to just this amount, but mostly, especially this area, is consisting of those races. But there is a very down, glum vibe. These people are hard at work, furrowed brows, not talking to each other, though clearly in the same building and like same company. And it's looking like perhaps that like there's been some factories that have been like demolished and removed, and there is less infrastructure in this part of the town.
Yeah, she kind of just like looks to everyone, because she's kind of an empath. Yeah, and she really gets like the vibe. And she doesn't quite say anything about it to anyone else, but she does kind of like straighten up a little bit. She seems a bit more on edge.
Cool. Yeah. So, you have reached your way to the engineering district. There's a few passers-by, you know, but yeah, it's up to you to take it from here. Is there anyone you'd like to ask?
Anyone have any suggestions?
Why don't we just go up to a random guy? Does it matter?
That didn't work out too well last time, but a second try of the charm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's like a few like open garage doors essentially with like people working that you can see through. You could go up to one of them. The odd passerby is seems approachable.
I'd say a passerby is probably our best bet.
Cool. Yeah. So, who takes the lead in approaching this person?
Is anyone gonna do it?
Yeah, Charity will do it.
Okay.
Okay. So Charity, walking her way over, his way over, just
Oh my god.
sees a tall fire genasi male on his way to work.
Okay, Charity approaches him, and he goes, "Hi, she like taunts back to the group, like, can someone come help me?"
Yeah, so Tawny actually approaches and just like follows him up. She doesn't say anything, but she stands behind him, like a little support, I guess.
Yippee!
Hello? You seem lost. The party is that way.
Well, we're not. Well, We were at the party, but we're not looking for the party anymore.
Yeah, Tawny kind of steps in. Just, we're looking for Guildenstern's gadgets.
Oh, that's what it was called.
Oh, right, okay. Fuck. That asshole. Yeah, so, and he just, like, points off to, a narrower street. It's, like, darker, not... It's pretty empty. It's like, just follow it through there. It's hard to miss. There's a big sign, you know. Say hello to Henschel for me if you see him.
Tawny nods, and she just kind of steps back.
Okay, thank you.
Continuing through the street, no decorations at all now. But at the end there is a somewhat dingy-looking building called Guildenstern's Gadgets. It's got a sign at the front, but it's like faded. It's been like cut up, and there's markings all over it. It doesn't look open.
And
It's closed.
Do we want to knock or?
because also, like, I feel like she would kind of just walks like straight up to the door and just peers in.
As she peers in, there's like just faint little movements. There's like a crash against something, and then a knock. And for a second, there's a muffled voice, but it's quickly stopped.
Oh.
So Tawny kind of looks back at the rest of the group for a second, and she's a little bit hesitant, and she's not sure if she should knock quite yet, but she's about to.
Does anyone make any effort to stop her?
Charity, no?
I don't.
I do want to listen beforehand to see what was going on inside.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make a perception check.
Roll the 20.
Okay, so listening in intently, you can hear a gasping voice. Help! Help! Help me! Help! Someone! And then there's a shh. Shut up! Shut up! And then like you hear another crash against something, and then whack.
Oh,
So we're Bastien, right?
that didn't sound very good.
Assuming the rest of us heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so Tawny kind of steps back from knocking, and she just kind of makes her way to just open the door.
It is locked, but if you'd like to make a strength check to try and get through.
I can do that.
You know what? Everyone, communally, all roll strength checks, and we'll see if we can get through this door.
Oh.
I got a 10.
16.
I rolled an 8.
Charity,
Sorry.
your roll decides it.
Sorry, give Charity a second.
Oh, Charity.
Bad news, Davis. Not one.
Okay, with a nat 1 to top that all off, the door does take damage, like it does creak. But with the sound of that, you hear another door open. And there is like the dragging of something from a back door.
Oh.
Could we go around the building? Maybe?
Is there any, like, windows?
There is windows, yes, that would be easier to break. But if you want to do that at the same time, Robin, you can also roll a acrobatics check to see if you can run around the back.
Yeah, Tawny would probably just like to break the window to get in.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tony, roll a strength check.
That's a 6 on my acrobatics check.
Nods. We'll keep this in mind.
Yeah, I also got a 10 for the windows.
With a 10, you crack through a bit of the window, and all you can see is the light of the back door, and you can see that whoever was in there has now left through that door, dragging someone behind. With a 6, Robin is able to, like, you get round to the side of the house, and for a brief second you do get to see someone pulling a body along. But unfortunately, it's just out of time. They're now going through a back alley that that like connects to multiple back alleys in the city.
I'm gonna yell at the party to follow.
Already follows.
Yay!
Yeah.
Is the party running?
I will say that Tawny's started to run, yeah.
Jerry's
Okay.
always running.
So, held behind by having to pull a body, you do manage to catch up with this figure as, but not intercept, as you see a man, a half elf with lush, like bright red hair. Oil slicks over him, is dragging a knocked out unconscious jester-looking fellow. And as his eyes meet the rest of the party's, that is where I will end session 1.